Welcome to a new episode. This episode took a long time to put together. I didn't do much detecting during the summer months, and I've had a little run of bad health, so there's an amalgamation of things that's led to a delay in this video being made. So a lot of these clips are from months ago, but I've kept them all and I'm going to put them all in one video to try and to make for something watchable, but these finds span over months and months. It's more like a catch-up video diary type deal. To start off, I was down south trying a new permission. Me and my mate, and then we'll move on to other areas, and I'll narrate as the video goes to try and put a bit of context in the video. But without further ado, roll VT and let's get in the field. Well, I've just been testing out my new permission today. I've had 3 or 4 pop men's, medieval trade weights, the end of a medieval sword, what do you call that, a scabbard kind of thing. A few signs of old, and then I've just got a lovely raspy 93 here. I'm thinking it's a milled, but I don't know. I'm enjoying just waiting to find out because I haven't had a silver for a while. It's been about 5 weeks since I've had a silver in there, Gary.
Aye, hell with it. God's sake, get on with it. It's a tanner, man. It's a 6pence in it.
The Vicky.
Victorian tanner.
I'm happy with that. That's alright.
Aye, well, you're easily pleased, aren't you?
you're just, you know.
It's an old codger who's been doing it for 40 years.
Too long, eh? I haven't even got the camera on it.
Anyway.
I'm rubbing it off. It's not bad, is it? You know, that'll clean up, right?
Aye.
Clean up, alright.
Silver, lad.
Vicky tanner. Happy with that? A little bit of silver for the day.
Yeah.
I'll show you guys that all cleaned up. That's the first edition in this new video. 6pence. Looks like 1871, but you'll see on the cleanup. Right, we'll crack on. Well, this was a first for me out in a club dig with the NSS, Northumberland Search Society. This is a one off the bucket list. Very happy to have it, so roll VT. I think that's a Saxon copper coin. Get my mate on the job, Sparky Gus. Just change the angle with the bit. So hang on a minute, I want to see your initial impression.
Saxon, like.
Saxon, is it? It's not a silver though, is it?
I don't know, could be.
I'll let you do the He's going to film it and all here. Gary likes to get his little footage. I haven't even looked at it yet, Gary, so...
Well, could be.
Gentle
It's
is the
definitely
word.
an Anglo-Saxon coin, like. Now, is it silver or is it a stiker?
Need the brush on it. Hang on a minute, I've got a toothbrush.
Oh. It's silver.
Is it?
Yeah, it's...
Really?
I'm sure it's silver. And it's Ethelred.
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 That's like 9th,
Ethelred.
10th century, isn't it?
Ethelred the First.
No way.
Ethelred the... Oh, it's a beauty, isn't it?
Is it?
With... Ian.
That's my first.
Ian.
My first.
I know, you just jumped on there earlier on.
I've just stopped now, I just had to carry on filming.
Ian.
I pressed a button by mistake.
Red. Is that Ian red? No, it's not, is it?
Silver.
Looks like it is.
Hang on a minute, I'll get this toothbrush out. Well, you just keep going. I'll keep my camera going. I'm rolling, I'm still rolling. Let's get the brush out. Where's my phone? No, wait, Gary, don't do that, man. Don't. Here, you rough fucker, get that brush on. I know what you like. Hang on, I've got some pop here. We'll swirl it off with this. Hang on a minute. Don't rub it with your fingers. I know what you like. Old-fashioned detectorists, old-fashioned ways. Right, give it a spin.
Whatever.
You want a drink of that? Lemonade in there if you want a drink.
It looks silver because it's maybe deep base silver.
Maybe it's an unusual one.
Base. I'm gonna.
It's exciting, like, isn't it?
It could be a skeet, like a stiker.
Is that a copper?
Aye, Ethelred. Ethelred. It's Ethelred Rex. It's definitely Ethelred. It looks silver to me, I think.
It could be debased.
Debased silver one.
We don't know yet.
A yarn. Well,
Put it on. Aye, put it on there. We'll jump cut and then we'll try and see if it's silver or not.
Hang on.
2 ticks. Well, there it is there, guys. I don't know if you can see it. Clean it up a little bit more. My friends doesn't know if it's a stiker or a skeet. We don't know if it's full silver or a debased silver. We don't know if it's Ethelred the First or Ethelred the Second. But we're roughly putting it about early 8th to mid 8th century. So it's about 1200 years old. Nevertheless, either way, it's definitely Saxon, and it's definitely my first Saxon coin. So that's another one ticked off the list. I'll let you guys see that all cleaned up and a little VT that'll follow. Very pleased to have that. Nice little bit of Saxon for the collection. We'll go in the cabinet. That's number 1. Right, I shall crack on. So there we go, my very first Anglo-Saxon coin that you've just seen. It's a stiker, but it has a small amount of silver in. There was a crossover period when they ran low of silver, so they started to make them out of bronze. And when they were doing that and they were going from silver to bronze, there was a little bit of a mix of alloys. So it's quite an interesting Saxon coin, that of Ethelred II. Certainly makes you think about the time period. I mean, I've been detecting for years, and that's the first one I've ever hit. They're so small and so small, so unbelievably small. You have to be really on your game to be able to tag them. But coming up next, I bought a Minelab Equinox. I tried another YouTuber's settings to get us started because I didn't have much time to figure the machine out. I literally bought it and it came 8:30 at night, and I was out the next day at 7 o'clock with it, so I put his settings in. But I found them settings to be not the best, so I changed them and altered them, and I'll show you later on how I got on with my settings. And later on in the video we're going to move on to the 13-inch X35 coil, which was another new purchase, another new bit of kit to try out, which I'm impressed with, but not with the stability of it. It's a little bit lacking, but you'll see later on what I mean about that. So let's roll VT with the Equinox. Let's go and find some history. Right then, first time out with the Equinox. I've put a program in, I've set it up in field 1 exactly how and that setup, I think, is absolutely crap. It's either the program's rubbish or the machine's rubbish, but either way I'm not very impressed, like, considering I'm coming from the CTX and I'm using this. I just bought it because I couldn't resist. I thought it would be like the Minelab's version of a Deus. I've had a canny few kinds of day. I've had a few Scottish bobies and hammered, coppered hammers and stuff like that, and part of a Bronze Age axe head smashed bit. But it just needs re-altering, like it needs reset. I'll have to have a good look at it and sit down, and I didn't have time. I only got it last night at 8:30 and I'm straight out the day with it, so. But anyway, that's enough of me blabbering on. I'm just getting that. That comes through nice and crisp, like. But even that was jumping, like. You get a big old silver like that, and even that was jumping, like, on there. I'll have to refine that setup, like. There's something I'm missing on it. Anyway, let's reveal this. Looks like a shilling size, like. Don't know who's. Oh, it's a Victoria. I'm happy with that. Queen Victoria. See her head coming through there. Looks like a Victoria shilling. Nice. Now I'm going to get my toothbrush on that. I'm going to give it a quick lick, and I'll show you a quick. I'll give you a quick look in the field, and then I'll show you it all cleaned up properly after that. 2 ticks. See on the back there it says 1865 young head. The back looks like it's in really good nick. What's weird about it, like the head side looks a little bit worn. I think she's been well used, this one, like. But I'll clean her up, and she's welcome in my collection anytime. Good old Victoria, never lets you down. Right, we'll jump cut and I'll show you this all cleaned up. Just got quite a silent signal there, and it was only about 12, I think it was, but it was a consistent 12. It didn't flicker from 12, 12, 12, 12 all the way. I've just had a look there. I think I've got a hammered. See here. I think it's hammered. I hope it's hammered. That looks hammered to me. All day. Let's have a look. See what we've got. It's definitely hammered. Get in there. It's been a while. I've been out of action. Oh shit, some of my camera stuff away. Give us 2 ticks with a toothbrush. I'll get back to you. I'll give it a quick feel clean. Looks like there's quite a bit of detail still left on this one. See his head there. Just about. The back's lovely, like. It's really crisp. See the dots? Really popping. Long cross, so Edward. I don't know if it's an Edward 1, 2 or 3, but it's one of them. But it looks like it'll come up nice with a bit of tin foil. I'll show me mate, let's see what he thinks. Here he is.
I've seen you waving your arms around.
This is the second silver coin I've had today.
Davy's got a nice hammer there as well.
Has he?
Aye.
Time to get it out. No, film it.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look what you've got. Edward.
Isn't it?
Just an Edward. Aye.
No, just an Edward. Well, you it like
Canterbury mint.
that's my second silver coin today. Big shoulder, no?
Canterbury, aye.
Well, the modern ones don't count. How are them?
Half growth.
How are them?
Got a half growth, aye. Looks like with the Henry VI to me, with a crown. You got that running like?
I'll just put on my back pocket.
Have you got that running like, have you?
Hang on, we'll jump cut and I'll put the two hammers together. Yeah, that's what my mate Davey's got there on the right, half growth. Lovely condition.
Get you out that side though, Tommy, on that.
Mine's nice. Just to give you a quick, better look at Davey's half growth there. Look at the head on that. Absolutely perfect. That's immaculate, that, like his face and the crown and everything. Lovely coin, that. At this point in the video, I've altered the Minelab Equinox 800. I've cultivated it, I've manipulated it, and I've put my settings in, which I think is far superior to what was already in another YouTuber's settings. I'm not saying that you go all over England and the types of soil is different all over England, so settings vary, and the difference between an amateur detectorist and a good detectorist is a good detectorist can alter the machine to suit on the fly, given what kind of soil conditions he's got. Plus it's based on the machine and how capable the machine is as well, and how easy that is to manipulate to read the ground. But these are my settings. These are applicable for up north. This is how I ran the Equinox after I programmed it with my settings, and this is the results of that. So roll VT. Well, I've just tried my new program out the other day. I've been hitting buttons. My program in this machine works a dream, and he's the first victim of my program. Hang on, get up the light, man.
He's a hammer there. Good lad. That's the second one.
Well, does that look like to you? That doesn't look normal to me.
Hang on a minute.
Is it a hammer?
Ah, it's a hammer, alright. Wait a minute.
I know, but what is it?
Keep it still. It looks like
weird.
It's Scottish.
Joking, aren't you?
Wait a minute. No, it's crossing pellets in Edward. Hang on, I think.
Right.
Wait a minute. I want to get a decent photo of myself.
No, well then
I know, man. Your patience, Thomas.
I'm bloody recording for YouTube here, man. That's going to take editing. Right, I'll pop it.
Go on then. You know, I think it's a Scottish one, isn't it?
It's weird.
Let's have a look at it.
It's not normal,
It's
like.
a base one, that. It's like a base silver, so it could well be Scottish. Have a look at it. Is it crossing pets in it?
It's crossing
pets. It's an Edward, like.
It's weird, isn't it?
Could be a Richard II.
Oh, there's his face there, man. There he is, there. Right. There's his face, a bit worn. There's the pellets on the back. Long cross, so it's an Edward.
Nice. It'll be that era, you know. 13.
Looks like an Edward the First to me, because it's quite crude. Right, so I'll show you that. I'll show you that cleaned up, a little VT that'll follow. Well, just out with the Equinox again, coming to the end of the day. Just put the spade in there, got a single. I realised it's sitting on the top. That could be a silver thimble looking at it. It's something I've never had before. So it'd be nice if it is, and if it's intact. Is it silver? It's nice. I think it's definitely silver, I can tell just by the weight. Oh, looks like the top's gone, I think. It's silver, eh? I don't know if there would have been an insert that went in the end, or if the ends just came away. Should maybe hallmarks on it or something like that. Anyway, I'll clean it up and I'll show you a little VT to follow. See if I can find any hallmarks. Somebody was to say to me, can you sum up this machine, the Minelab Equinox? I would say, yes, I can, quite easily. This machine is the new Xterra 705. That's what this machine is. Is it overpriced? Yes. Is it unstable on sparky ground? Yes, yes it is. Is it capable? In a way, in a sort. Is it anywhere near as good as an XP Deus? No. Not even in the same league. What about the manufacturing of it, the actual physicality of it? From this point here, up to here, it's really well made. But you've got a design flaw there on the back. You've got a wire, a weak point, that's going to be collided with and knocked when you're putting it in the back of the car, or what. When you're transporting it. I think that's terrible. You've got an external wire, which is absolute garbage. You've got a plastic arm cup, which is cheap and nasty. You've got a mount point here, which comes loose when you're detecting. And my coil on this, a large chip of plastic came off the first time I used it, because I tapped a stone and then a large bit of plastic frayed off it. So there's quality issues throughout this machine. For £850 is the Minelab Equinox 800 worth the money? Bottom line is no. No, it's not. Buy a second hand XP Deus. If you can, try and get a high frequency coil. If you can't, it doesn't matter, it'll still be more stable and a better performing machine than this. For me, I was severely disappointed about this machine. I expected so much more, given Minelab's pedigree, but it's like all manufacturers of metal detectors. You get smash hits and then you get duds. Even the best of companies are capable of producing rubbish, and I believe Minelab have done that with the Equinox. Purely based on the hype and the amount of people that's bought this machine and the amount of disappointment that must be out there, it must be paramount. Like, it must be, yeah, they've just shot themselves in the foot. I think Minelab have produced a £400 machine and sold it for double that and promised you the world and give you very little in return. It's capable and it's got a few good points, but the bad points outweigh the good. And for me, for £850, which is a lot of money, that's not acceptable. Like, that's not acceptable. It's not good enough. I would have rated the Minelab Equinox out of 10. 5. I would give it a 5, and that's been generous. But anyway, we're going to move on now. We're going to forget the Equinox and all its flaws and how unstable it is no matter what you do with it. We're going to move on to the X35 XP Deus coil. And I'm going to be running this as between 23 and 24 kilohertz, because I believe that's the best kilohertz range for what I'm searching for. Thin, small, irregular hammered with a bit of depth. So this is the 13-inch X35. This is the first time I got the coil, so let's get in the field, let's see how it performs. And at the end of these clips I'll tell you what I think of this coil as well. there's no holes barred on this channel. I'll tell you exactly how it is. Well, out today, just trying the 13-inch high frequency coil. Got a 55 here, which is very promising. Like, I've only been using the coil about 15 minutes and bang, look what's happened. Cut off. I'm thinking it's a cut off. It's definitely a hammered, like. I'll tell you what I'll do, I'm going to give this a quick lick. I'll come back to you in 2 ticks. Well, I'm rather quite pleased, because if you can see that, which I'm sure you can, there's 2 stars there. That's another Scottish cut off. I love the Scottish hammers, like. Quite hard to get these days, like. The way in my neck of the woods, anyway. Nice detail. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to research it. I'm not so clued up on the Scottish stuff, but looks like it'll clean up nice. That, like, the back looks better than the front. There's more detail on the back. That's where his sceptre is. I don't know if you can see that there. Put a bit of tin foil on that, and we'll bring all the detail up, and I'll show you that all cleaned up. You can have a better look at it. That little clip's gonna follow now. Right. Well, Scottish cut off, bang. Come along here. Surface deep. Wait, what I didn't say, the Scottish cut off was about 5 inches deep, realistically. Nice strong 55 on this new high frequency coil. Now come along here. This is only surface deep, so the performance wise you can't really say that it's excelled, because it's a pretty easy target. Any machine would have found that. That's as it is. I've disturbed it with a pinpointer. So we're going to have a look at it now together. Oh yes. Come on, man, get a bit of light here. Sort the job out, Tommy lad. See what we've got. Oh, the sun's come out now. It's meant to be. What is that? Oh, I can see a head. Facing left. Oh, it's a Lizzie. Elizabeth. I was hoping for someone else, like, to be honest. But we'll settle for Lizzie. Hammered's hammered. Don't be choosy now. It's I'm trying to see whether there's a date, because it'll be a 6-month if there's a date there, but there's no date. So that is a Lizzie shilling. Or is it? Or is it a groat? If it was a shilling, it would have an X11 next to it, so that isn't there. So it could be a groat. Lizzie groat, perhaps. No date there, like, definitely no date. Hang on. No, you do it. I'm a bit puzzled by that. Could be a groat. Or a shilling. But there's no X11, so I'm puzzled. I'll say groat. I'll stick my neck out. Lizzie groat. I'll show you that all cleaned up, and a little VT that'll follow. That's number 2 for the high frequency coil, 13-inch job. Bang bang. Get in there. Right, we'll jump cut. Right then, using the 13-inch X35 coil again. I'm a little bit in 2 minds about this coil, because it's quite unstable at times, running the between 23 and 26 kilohertz. I run the little white one at 26 kilohertz all the time, the high frequency white one. I never get any bother. It's really stable, but this large one, the X35, when you go into the higher frequencies on shit ground, it's not that clever like. But you can see that there. Let's just come out of that hole there. I haven't even had a look at it myself. We've got a lovely hammered. Looks like an Edward just by what I've seen on the back. But we're going to have a look together. I've actually brought water with us this time to spray it off. That's something else I wanted to try because I don't like rubbing the coins like. So I'll give it a little spray in situ. See if I can get it on film. Oh, it's an Edward. It's a bit more worn than I thought. I can see London there, Civitas London, so I know it's a London mint. Give this side a little spray, hopefully the bus side's nice in it. It's a bit worn. It's a bit worn, but hammered's hammered, isn't it? Take what you can get. That's what I say. A little bit of a more of a clean. We'll just have a little look at this in the field. See if we can see out. We already, oh, that's come up quick. London. I can see London there on the top. So Civitas London. Civitas means city of in Latin. What's this say like? Oh, hang on a minute. I can see the mint mark at the top, which is a cross. I can't see no bust like. It's a bit of an unusual one, this. Is it an Edward? I'll tell you what, 2 ticks, I'll have a quick look. We'll jump cut. You know what, for the life is I can't see a bust on there like. Unless it's something else that I'm missing. I can't see no bust. I can see Edward. C-E-D Ward. I think it says Edward. It's hard to see like, my eyes aren't the best, but anyway it's a hammered. It's quite nice nick like, what it is. It's a weirdly worn, like it seems to be worn in the middle there, and then it's worn on the bus side there, but the writing's all there and all. It's a bit odd like, strange one. But we'll have a look at that close up, cleaned up. I'll show you that in a little VT that'll follow. And it'll have the silver foil treatment by then, so you get a better look at it. So we'll jump cut. Well, straight after that hammered, I'm just getting a nice French jet in there. You can see the date, 1635 I believe. I think you can just about see it on the top. You got the 3 fleur-de-lis there. There is something on the back. Hang on, I'll get out this wind. There is a picture on the back, but I'll have to just go gently with that to clean it up. And if I try cleaning it now in the field, it'll just drop to bits. See, there's a little part there just chipped off next to the fleur-de-lis where I've rubbed it. So it's better to let that dry out, harden back up, then clean it and then let it dry out again and then get a bit of wax on it. If it comes up nice, I'll show you in a little clip that'll follow. But nice, I know I'm in the right area. That's another one for the X35 13 inch. I'll crack on. Well, this got about a 53. Nice strong positive signal. I wasn't expecting it to be anything decent. Just see in there, I've just pinpointed it and stopped, got the camera out. We can hear the footsteps, that's my mate behind us, Davey. I think this looks like a farthing. Hang on a minute, I've been wanting to use that water. That's why I brought it with us. Wet hair. Hang on, I'll turn around a minute. Because of the wind. Right, I'll spray it. Oh shit. Can you hold this in your hand, David? I'll go to spray. I'll utilise it when you're here. Right, hang on a minute. Give it a... Spin it, it's a bit worn, isn't it? Got a bend in it, isn't it? And a little shield there, like, could be a Lizzie.
Lizzie, right?
I think it's a Lizzie, isn't it? Hey, hammered. Looks like a Lizzie.
What is this? Run straight down me from the arm.
Aye, little shield there. Would you say that was a farthing, like, Davey, or what?
Yeah, penny.
Do you think it's big enough to be a penny?
Might even be a tuppence.
It's quite small, that, like, I don't know.
It looks like there's any dots behind the head.
There's no head. Oh, there is a head there, actually. She is there. I think that's a halfpence, like, the size of it.
You get pennies fucking that big.
See a head there, like. I'll have to look into it and see what it is. I'll show you guys that all cleaned up. Eventually that'll follow, no doubt the wind's going ape shit on the footage. That's straight after the Yeti penny in the French jetting. So double hammered. Happy with that. Right, I'll crack on.
Tommy,
Right, I've just walked down. Hang on a minute. I just walked down here, and I just all the lads have had little bits of it. I've cut off some bits of Roman and that, and I've had out. I just put my hand in. I've just scooped it out.
Well, it's either a hammered or it's a Roman. Howie, Tommy.
It's a cut off or something. Hang on a minute. These are the moments
It's
that
a cut off. It's another cut off.
that you enjoy.
It'll be a short cross like Davies, is it?
I don't know, but it's just made the
Let's
trip
have a
as
look.
well. Tell you what, coming high.
Tell you what, none of these fields have ever been searched before.
I don't
This
give
is-
too much away on you.
And honestly, get in, yeah. It's a hammered. isn't
What
it?
is it though?
It's a
It's
short
unusual.
cross.
Hang on a minute, I'm not even focusing here. YouTube. Just talk
So
away.
let's have a look, man.
Hang on, wait. Hold your horses a second. Hang on a minute. It's a bit unusual, this.
Wait, give it a
We'll have a quick look at it and we'll jump cut. Right,
Is it-
2 ticks. Hang on a minute.
I've got one.
I just spoke to my mate there and we've had a quick look. We're just having a guess at a short cross. Could be a Henry. But it's quite worn, like, but it's nice to have. Hammered's a hammered. That's the main thing, like.
I've got a good signal here, Tommy.
Off the board. I would get it dug up. No point talking about it. Right, I'll get this bagged and tagged and I'll put it with the others and we'll crack on.
Or a locket, an old locket, and it's got the initials of the owner
I thought it
entwined
was
on the front.
sovereign holder. For all the
Well, it could
YouTubers
be.
that's
Could be a
watching, I've
sovereign holder.
just pressed record on mine. I've just started filming this, but I've just found that.
And it's got the entwined initials of the owner, possibly, and it's got the hinge at the back. So we'll go on and open it up. Let's see what's in.
Wait,
It's got a little bit of weight to it, so
Well, we'll jump cut and I'll get something
Is there-
sharp,
is there-
like a knife or something. We'll
is
try
there
and
a
open it
sovereign
up.
in there?
There'll be no, there'll be some
Oh, man.
old hair in a picture or something.
Hey, well, even that'd be interesting, man.
Right, I'll
Come
get
on,
I'll
then.
get it
Looks
open.
Georgian
Hang
or
on.
Victorian anyway. Go on then.
I've just
open it up.
put my thumb in. It's just
Go
cracked
on
there.
then. We just. What?
It's been gold gilded. huh?
There's no in it though, is there?
It's been gold
No,
gilded.
it's been gold gilded.
Could have been somewhere in
There's
that.
nothing in there.
That's a nice little
Never
relic.
mind. But it's
Yeah.
still a nice artifact.
Still all there, like, isn't it? Well, you keep that, won't you? You keep that and piece it together. You're still on film, mate, to watch what you say. But you keep that though, and because
Hang on a minute.
Gary likes his relics, he likes to clean them up.
Well, I'm just thinking,
You're more of a history man, aren't you, than me? I'm
we
more
might
of
be
a
able to
man.
research the owners around here, you know. And I'm wondering what those initials stand for.
It's a nice thing, like,
Somebody's
isn't it?
initials in there. It is nice.
I like that little bit of
Something.
suspense leading up. There could have been
Could have
something
been.
nice in.
Could have been something
Do you
nice
think it
in
was a sovereign holder, or do you think it was just?
there. No, I think it's more of a been a locket, I think.
Because you would have like a proper segment for coins, wouldn't you? That spring-loaded one. If it was
Or it could have just been a
decorative
little
item.
snuff box or something, I don't know. Or a pill box, maybe.
Small
I
enough,
don't know, I don't know whether it's a pill box. I don't know. Victorian anyway, I would have said. Anyway, the excitement's over. Let's carry on, eh?
Close but no cigar. Well, here's the X35. It's looking rather dirty. I haven't had time to clean it as of yet. I would rate this coil quite good. It is quite a good coil, and I think XP can rectify the unstability of it with an update and refine it and make it more smoother. Because you're covering a larger surface area, it's harder for the Deus to process all that information. So the chattiness can be explained by the largeness of the coil, but to me it's still not acceptable. It's a capable coil, but it's too unstable. It's just does your head in. It doesn't matter what you do, manipulating the machine. If you've got sparky ground like I have, this coil struggles massively, and I know it should be better than what it is. And I bought this with such high hopes because I own this coil, and this coil here is fantastic. This is the sharpest, most stable coil that you'll buy for the XP Deus, and I rate this little coil here. It's a shame they don't make this coil larger, because it would have been phenomenal if they made an 11-inch version of this with the stability that this has got. That would be the best coil in the world, I think, because it's just going to be a little bit deeper than this, because this can get the depth, but you have to have the machine set up perfectly to manipulate to get the depth, and you get the sharpness, you get it all in one. For me, it doesn't punch that deep, but everything else is just so phenomenally good and on point. This coil for me, for the XP Deus, is the best, bar none. This is unparalleled by any other manufacturer. This is a step in the right direction for XP, and I was expecting to see that in the X35 coils, but I would generally say that the X35 coils are a toned down version of this. This is a better coil, and for me, if you're looking to buy a new coil in the higher frequency range, I would buy this all day long, because the X35s don't match this. This stability of this is phenomenal. I went on the worst sites you can imagine, and this behaves itself so well, so unbelievably well. And the amount of things I found with this, gold coins, gold ring, little tiny hammered farthing, some of the things I find with this, they're like a pinhead size, and they're quite a reasonable depth. And I'm scratching my head and I'm looking at this coil and I'm thinking, how is that possible? How is that possible? This coil has surprised me, it's amazed me, it's produced so many good things for us. It's just an absolute phenomenal bit of kit. I'll never ever sell this coil, I'll never get rid of it. And for me, XP, if you're listening, this is what we want. This is a step in the right direction. This is absolutely fantastic. And as far as the X35 coils are concerned, XP, you need to refine the 13-inch one, because it's way too chatty. It's way too lively. You need to smooth it out. You need to do something with it to calm it down, because it's got everything it needs. It just needs refinement. And if you can refine it to any kind of level where this, and anywhere near the stability that you've managed to achieve with this, that'll be a thing of beauty. I think it'll be a fantastic addition. But at the moment, the X35s need refined. They're not stable enough. Certainly the 13-inch version anyway. It's just not. It just hasn't got that stability, which is a crying shame. But for me, at this moment in time, this coil is the best coil for XP, and it cannot be matched. Absolutely fantastic. Right, what we're going to do now is, that's my little 2 cents piece on the hardware. What we're going to do now is, well then, in my videos I always like to pack a punch, boosh. I always like to find something that's going to make you go, wow, wow, that is amazing. I like to try and inspire people a little bit with something fantastic. And I've been holding on to this video and the clips, been holding on for something fantastic to come along. And then this happened. So without further ado, let's roll VT. Boosh! Well, I've just had a month off, as I've probably already told you in the video. I've just come out, you've just got a little glimpse of it there. My mate's just walking over there. I can't show any scenery. My other mate's over there. He's coming over. Come and have a look at this, Davey.
Oh my god, it's a pole staff.
I've just got a
staff axe.
beautiful signal.
It's absolute beauty as well.
I've just seen it down there, just pulled it, just hid it on there, and then I just cotton on to what it is.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it, I'll get a shot, mate. That's fantastic.
Yeah, put that coil to the deck because it's gone here. Shit. Look at that.
Oh, Tommy, man.
It's my first one.
That's an absolute belter as well. Look at it. It's a pole staff.
They had a good instinct to come on here.
3,500 years old, and it's absolutely mint.
What do you mean it's 3,500 years old?
That's how old you are, about 3,000 years old.
So that's like 1,500 BC.
Yep, look at that. No, look at it. That's oh my god.
Awesome, isn't it? Eh?
Fantastic.
Complete. Look at this, Davey.
Look at that.
This is
You know
the
what
first Bronze Age axe head.
It's a beauty, you know, I mean. Absolutely beautiful.
Is that what they call it? A what? A
Pole staff.
Pole staff.
Bronze Age axe.
Please used to know what you're talking about.
3,000.
I don't have a clue what it was.
Now, what best thing to do here now is search this area systematic, because they're usually associated.
Oh, it's good.
Usually associated with hoards.
Are they?
Yeah. Wow, fabulous that. Look.
Are you pleased?
I mean, how are you going to lose that though, you see, Tommy? How do you lose that?
You know, it is. I just had I got it and I put it out and I put it on there and I couldn't register what it was. I knew what it was, but my brain wouldn't register it. It was like,
Is there still a signal in the hole?
Well, I don't know, yes, but it was a lovely, bright,
It's even still sharp, man.
loud signal. That's the new X35. Beautiful, isn't it?
Aye.
Get a bit of
They've even dinged that's been done deliberately over the wood.
Aye, they bent over.
Because your wood went in there, you see.
Can you see any physical damage on that axe head whatsoever?
Not at all. Look at that. 3,000.
That's the casting line down there, isn't it? Shows the casting line down the top.
Aye.
That's the original cast line.
That is an absolutely beautiful find. Look at it. This bronze is still coming through on it.
It's beautiful. What a find.
Wow,
there.
Tommy, if you're going to get one. You know what I mean? If you're going to get one.
Hey, I've had a month off. I told you your luck builds up if you're out of the game for a bit and then you just save it up.
It's fabulous, that, like.
There.
Brian's on his wheel.
I'll clean that up for you guys on YouTube. I'll give it I'll let it dry out and I'll put a nice patina on it and be nice and delicate with it. So I'll show you that all cleaned up.
That's fabulous, that, like.
First Bronze Age axe head. Get up there. Battery, I think. Well, just at the end of the day there, after the Bronze Age axe head, I've just got it.
Oh, you've got it in there.
It's just sitting there. It was about a 60, I think. 60 odd. Never even looked at it yet. Looks like a long cross to me. What was Davies? What did he get?
Long cross.
Long cross, was it? We'll give it a little wipe, gentle wipe. Oh, it's it's just like Davies. Alright, the portrait's hellish. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to give that a little spray of the water. We'll jump cut, be back in 2 ticks. And I'm just going to try and spray it off on camera. Just a little bit of a reveal, see what it's like. It's getting waterboats, isn't it? Ah shit, ran out of water. It's all going wrong now, isn't it? Right, looks like a nice one this, like. Oh, it is, beautiful. Oh, look at that. That's superb, that. It's not quite as nice as Davies from the picture I've seen, but it's a nice one, like. Looks like an Edward, I would imagine, at 1, 2 or 3. Quite ornate crown, so I would take a punt at Edward 3. Very nice. I'll show you that all cleaned up. That's a nice end to a good day. Well, that brings us to the end of this video, a long overdue video. Few nice things, mainly the Saxon coin and the Bronze Age axe head are the 2 standout things for me. 2 bucket list of finds, pleased to have them. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've got any comments in regards to what I've said about the Minelab and the XP hardware, and you want to give your opinion in the comments, feel free. Thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever you want. I'm not really bothered. I don't say what I say about the machines to inspire conflict. I know a lot of people are loyal and they'll get quite irate. I might inspire a bit of hostility with my opinions, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to change or alter the way I am or how I feel about equipment to suit other people's opinions. I've got my opinion, I'm entitled to it, and I've given you that point blank with the machines, so that's what I think. But anyway, we're going to roll some still footage now. We're going to go through all the finds, some nice still photographs so you can have a good long hard look at what's been found in this video. I'll put some music on there, jazz it up a bit, and I thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. So all the best to you on your next hunt. I wish you good fortune and good luck. Take care of yourselves and thanks for watching. Bye for now.